Kraven the Hunter, directed by Jesse Chandor. When I start to search for the reviews of Kraven on internet, especially YouTube, I saw these headlines. A humiliating disaster, a train wreck, what went wrong with Kraven? Kraven made me crave the grave. Kraven as bad as you thought it would be. Although we have to admit that it bombed in the box office, and it's a bad thing for a movie to happen, but it's not a bad movie. It is certainly one of the best superhero movies that I have ever seen. My review on Kraven the Hunter consists of two parts. On first one, I want to share my views on why most people didn't like, or why most Marvel fans didn't like the Kraven, or maybe even hate it. And in the second part, I will try to explain why I really loved it. I explain to you why I think most people didn't like that. I think there might be two main reasons for why people didn't like Kraven. First, I would say that we all are afraid to be wrong. So we just follow the mainstream media. We listen to so-called critics, or we look at the ratings on IMDb, WatchMojo's, Rotten Tomatoes, or any other similar sources to find out is a movie good or bad. So sometimes we repeat their views to conform with others, to conform with mainstream. Because like I said, we are afraid to be wrong. If everybody say it's bad, so we have to say it's bad. We don't have to, but we say. It happens also in another way. Sometimes the influence that these references have is not always negative about a good movie. Sometimes they have positive views on a bad movie. For example, for me it was Joker in 2019. Joker was not a good movie in 2019, and everybody started to give positive reviews about the movie. Main sources especially started that. French critics, some American critics, some newspapers. So people follow that. Everybody was saying that Todd Phillips is a great director. Joker is the best movie. But it wasn't. So people continue that negative or positive views. But with Joker 2, Folie à Deux, people started to questioning and wondering if Todd Phillips is a good director. And all I want to say is we have to be aware of these effects, because in the fear of being wrong, we lose our authenticity. We become followers, and in Kraven literature, we are just prey, not predators. A part of we are afraid to be wrong. Secondly, I think many of us don't like Kraven because we cannot be like him. The process of becoming Kraven have certain necessities that are not easy to achieve. So I name some of these necessities that I think Kraven has. Number one, he is the favorite son of the most badass criminal in the world. Kraven is not like Spider-Man, Batman, or Superman, who their parents are killed by a beggar or a villain. He is not. His father is living. He has a rich father, and he is a most badass criminal. His father is a hunter, the legend who killed the legendary lion. Not only does his father's blood run through his veins, but also the lion's own blood. It is also destined for him that in the right time, Calypso will be in the right place to save him from death by adding some traditional African portion. Again, it's not supernatural, it's all natural. Lion's blood, his father's blood, and also traditional African portion. A portion that probably no one knows its ingredients. No one can find that. It's like almost a lost science for us. All these make it difficult for the spectators to imagine this fate for themselves, especially his untouchable father. We cannot imagine we can be Kraven. We can imagine to be a Spider-Man, Deadpool, many of superheroes, but we cannot imagine to be like Kraven. Not all of us, some of us can. Second necessity that I think it makes Kraven more unique in comparison with other superheroes. It's not only the fate, destiny, or luck that make him Kraven. He leaves his father's home and leave behind the human society to live in the wild nature. He tries hard to become a legend. He has the beauty in his face, and with living in this tough situation, acquires a perfect body too. How many of us have this quality in our face or body? Not so many of us. So maybe we hate him because we can't be him. He doesn't need a mask to hide his face or any type of suit or uniform to look cool. He has all the beauty in himself. And he doesn't go to hunt unmasked because he wants to be famous. He doesn't care to be famous. Actually, no one knows his name. Unlike Batman, he doesn't project his logo on the sky of Gotham City for saber rattling. He doesn't have a logo at all. He doesn't share his heroic picture to press like Superman. He doesn't need his power to stop being bullied by his classmates like Spider-Man. He's not distracted by his dream girl or obsessed with his ex-wife